Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video from Leo Dream Toys, and we are kick-starting a new WWE series. I had unboxed the Ultimate Hulk Hogan figure. It was some time back, and sadly he passed away. And then I did connect back to the wrestling roots, and then you know wanted the next best character that I wanted was none other than Bret the Hitman Hart, and we got one of the best figures from the Bret Hitman Hart from the Ringside Collectibles. It's a defining moments figure. Okay, I would not say it's the best, but with the new Bret Hart figures that are coming up from Mattel, um, this one has a good face resemblance with Bret Hart, and um, it has the jacket. Okay, it has the jacket, but black jacket one, and the best one, I will not give you the suspense. The best one is maybe the ultimate defining Morgan defining ultimate edition figure. Okay, and that one I think Bret Hart comes up with the pink jacket, and that's a very classic one. And then there's another black jacket with this Bret Hart you usually used to wear. Okay, so I'll show you this one, and there's a figure. uh, so let's get into the boxing details. Okay, you could say this is a different type of boxes from the rest of the figures. It has this triangular structure. I think most of the people who do not want to unbox, they can just display it like this if they want it. uh, on this side you have the Bret Hart, and there's some wrestling. This, I don't know why they said, but if you know about Bret Hart, this is very synonymous that he was a basic wrestler. Maybe due to that, I don't know. Again, a Bret Hart figure, and let's go to the back, and you see the little older Bret Hart, and there's a story over here. Okay, and this basically says that this is the first time the Hitman Hart won the Intercontinental Championship belt, and he won it from Roddy Piper, and it was one of the turning point in his career where he's being seen as championship material. And he speaks about how Rowdy Piper, being the senior, had no ego, no hard feelings in dropping the belt to Hitman. And he describes it as saying that uh, it was like another leader, another senior player lifting up a junior player up to the top, junior wrestler up to the top. That's how Bret the Hitman Hart describes this particular match. And I didn't see this match. I saw it, so came to know Bret Hart a little bit later. Um, and I'll explain you why. Okay, so let's get into the unboxing details, and then we will get into a little bit of storytelling. So I've taken the figure out. I just wanted to show you the interior. If you can see this properly, there is obviously the skull. This is the the jacket where I mean jacket I was speaking about, where Bret Hart had this figure behind his jacket. Okay, this Hetman, and I think this figure will have a slightly different one because it's a like the older version that he used. And maybe I think it's a very collectible jacket that I'll be showing you today, because it seems someone found it, and I think in some channel, and it's very a collector's item, really costly one. And if you can see this, there's a Bret Hitman Hart kind of a signature here. Can you see it? I don't want to damage the box, so I'm being a little cautious here. So there is a Bret the Hitman Hart's and his signature also there. Okay, so that thing. And one more unique is this open. They keep this thing open. Okay, that's about the box. And let's get into the figure. So yeah, the figure over here, accessories are just these two two hands. You have this jacket and this glasses. Okay. Let's take this out. So I have the figure out of the boss. These are the two hands. These are the clenched fists, and this is the open hands that you have with the figure. And just look at this jacket. The feel is really good. Okay, I heard some review where reviewers are saying that it feels like it will tear off. I'm going to remove it, but nice, good feel like a leather jacket. Okay, and you can see this symbol over here. Okay, this is a little different from that. In the later point of time, I think the Hitman had a jacket having this figure, this symbol, and this one was particularly, I think, only for this match or something like that. Okay, so this is a cool accessory. Okay, and then you have his trademark glasses. Let's have a look at this. Yep, good. That is the one. So we the glasses out. Let's have the jacket off. I'm a little be careful over here. But I just thought of showing you with the full light and it's somewhat better, right? The face resemblance I feel big, compared to the ones that came out earlier. So nice. Look over there. So I had the jacket off. It's a nice feeling to this one. It's not very heavy. It's a very lightweight. Uh, So I would say good, right? I mean, this is the first jacket, so I had to, basically don't have anything else to compare with. Uh, but in the Ultimate Edition, there are two ones. One with a pink jacket that's really awesome, and then there is another one with a black jacket. I think there are some elbow pads over here, which makes it better looking. Okay, and maybe I did see a most of Hitman's jacket with this symbol, so that would have been better. But either way, this is kind of a spidery skull walking around. Okay, and this thing. Anyways, a good one nonetheless. Okay, a good accessory. Now let's get into the figure. I think I should place it like this. Let's have a look at the figure itself. So this is Hitman's trademark pose. Let me just adjust the camera. First of all, let's start from the top. Face is, I like it compared to the what's available right now. I think this is one of the best looking head sculpts that you have for Hitman. Okay, from Mattel. And so the face sculpt is really good over here. The articulation of the head is limited by the hair, as we see in a lot of figures. Okay, the hair is spread all around. The arms are okay. I think this is a little bit new figure, so be careful. Maybe need to blow dry them, but little stiff, I would say. Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit stiffness in the figure because it's a new one. Uh, the elbow, yeah, I think this one, yeah, it does. You can actually move it to the front and back. The arms. There is the black elbow pads over here, and does look good over here. see this one as well. Okay, we'll like this one. uh the back over here, the movement of the torsos is again can move up, front and back. One thing is you cannot twist it to left and right. Or is it stiff? I don't know, but it is we not able to rotate the torso. Okay. uh, Coming down before, yeah, there is this trademark Bret Hart skull, flying skull signature over here on this one. This is really good. uh, Coming down over here, there again the pink rubberish pads over here, same as the one material that we used as black. And you have the four hearts over here. The boots are good, and little stiff. That's what this is movable. Even this you can actually go up and down. Okay. And turn back, you have the Hitman branding over here. The knees are foldable, you can actually twist it. The legs also, it can be moved. uh, Little stiff compared to what I see from other figures. It's a little stiff, that is all. And I think this is actually painted to the hands over here in pink color. Okay, so that is one point. uh, and I just want to put the glasses again here. I think it goes inside like this. Head. The bester there was, the bester there were. What is that? The bester there was, the bester ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart. The bester ever was, the bester there is, and the bester there ever will be. So, from a figure point of view, quite good. Need to compare with the Hulk Hogan Ultimate Edition. This is a defining moments. So I would say accessories wise, I'm happy. You have the glasses and the jacket is really good. Okay, hands just do. Build quality is okay. I just felt the torso, not being able to move the torso to left or right kind of limits. Okay, articulation is something that they could improve, and I just found a little bit of stiffness. Maybe it's a new figure, but then not seen that much in the other figures that I have. So a little bit stiff figure. That is all I would say. Uh, and I think this is a figure, one of the best. Bret the Hitman Hart's first figure that I wanted, so I went ahead and bought it. And let's see if we can get the hand on the Ultimate Edition or the pink one, pink jacket. Okay. Um, so just to end to it, it's a good figure. You can go get it. For me, I tried to get the Ultimate Edition, but it was not available. So this is the one, that best one. I could go and get it. So this is was available in Fat Cat Collectibles, so you can go and buy them and check it out. Um, Now, just to end with it, Bret Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart. So you would know Hulk Hogan, right? And Hulk Hogan was a larger than life character, the big muscles, the big superhuman beefcake, the muscular guy that we could only imagine like a superhero. And then I think there was some kind of a steroid scandal happening in the WWE, and the WWE needed a new star to hold his fortress, and it was Bret Hart at that time. Okay, he was a normal guy, right, and a very good wrestler. He was his father, Stu Hart. I think he was one of one the in Canada, one of the guys who had his own wrestling academy and is well known for it. In fact, his full family is well versed in the art of wrestling. So that is where Bret Hart was there. He was a perfectionist in it, and he would have all those moves which is like with a very ending where you feel that this guy is going to lose, and then suddenly he will just win by putting the sharpshooter on, or just having his opponent down to the knees. He would work away on the bigger opponents, by working on their legs. So he brought about an authenticity to a wrestler. So he was a pure wrestler at heart, and that is one of his that could have been one of his weakness as well. Okay, no doubt there are a lot of fans for Bret the Hitman Hart, but then some of them, and even he, for some of the point of time, okay, he kept on cribbing that. Even now sometimes is how WWE didn't treat him well, and their Montreal screw job, etc., etc. But um, I would say this is like a passing of a baton from the wrestling era, where you have all those stories, the characters like the Undertaker, mystic characters, uh, towards the Attitude Era, where Stone Cold, The Rock, Shawn Michaels all kind of ruled the arena, uh, and Bret Hart could not transition into that piece. Okay, and no, and that is his uniqueness, right? He was an authentic wrestler. Okay, he knows. And one of the greatest thing now, if you listen to him, right, he so one of the things that he keeps on cribbing is how Goldberg entered his career, etc. Okay, and because and he feels, right, he never wanted to get a fellow wrestler hurt. He understood that, this is a wrestling, this is something that you have to put up a show for so many of people who are watching, but I shouldn't hurt any of the wrestlers. And that, not hurting any of the wrestlers when doing punches, when you're high jumps and all, is, having that mastery over that, okay, is something a true wrestler should have. I think one of the new generation wrestlers, I think it's Drew McIntyre, also it speaks about it. Like, as he ages, right, he puts a value on what Bret Hart is saying, and how he could connect with Bret Hart on how not to hurt fellow wrestlers. Okay, so that was Bret the Hitman Hart, the excellence of execution. Um, uh, to say there is a lot of it. Please do watch some of his documentaries. I think to understand Bret Hart, do watch some of these documentaries. I think there's in YouTube. Please search for why Bret Hart became bitter. If you see this documentary, you will understand how he started and how it ends, and you would really connect with him. Not that he needs everyone to go and support him. He has his own fan base, and he was a good wrestler. And for me, he carried the wrestling WWE torch from Hulk Hogan, and the next best wrestler I wanted to watch. Uh, though he had his disputes with Shawn Michaels, and maybe he became, as part of the wrestling story, he became anti-US and more Canada, pro Canada, and he had to say a lot of bad things, right? And that was all part of the thing. Maybe he wanted to turn heel, uh, but still he's loud, and he's a very good respected wrestler. If you hear from the Undertaker, the Stone Cold Steve Austin. In fact, Stone Cold Steve Austin really attributes his bringing up, right, like I said, how Rowdy Piper in this particular match brought Hitman back, uh, lifted Hitman back into one of the top category wrestlers, right? Similarly, Hitman did play a part in, lifting of Stone Cold Steve Austin, that WrestleMania, I think it's a WrestleMania 9 or 10 match, where actually Stone Cold doesn't tap out. He doesn't submit, but he just feints or something. Hitman wins the match, but then people start. Hitman slowly starts turning heel, and Stone Cold Steve Austin puts his foot into the Attitude Arena. So he was one of the pivotal wrestlers, and one of still most loud wrestlers, and a relatable wrestler, and excellence of execution, who put all his and his strength was the art of wrestling, right? All those moves, the sharpshooter, etc. uh, what more I say? I mean, little bit of more, going to more of factual. It's more of a fandom over here. What I speak of this, the Bret the Hitman Hart, and really happy to have this one. Okay. Um, I would like to do a comparison between the Hulk one and the W Ultimate Edition and this one. I'll do it in next time. But this is more about my uh, happiness or fan of Bret the Hitman Hart speaking. So just ending it the video for now. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're really loving it, and please stay tuned for some more nostalgic WWE characters of the older WWE arena generation that is going to come up. Until then, stay safe. Thank you and goodbye.